Hi, Gary Simonelli here with G-ROC Recording. Today we are going to update the firmware in the GT-1000 to 3.2. But before I get started, I'm going to factory reset mine so I can start from a clean slate, and we can create a patch at the end of the video and something that you can use for just about any genre of music you'd like. Anyway, let's go get the firmware. Let's go to the boss site. Go to the GT-1000 page, downloads, there's a list. You want to get the system program file, which is the firmware. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of this page and click on downloads. I suggest getting the new Tone Studio as well and installing that. Sometimes you might have connectivity issues if you don't. It's basically the same thing. Select the item from the list, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then click download. Once you're done with that, then you're going to have to connect your GT-1000 to your computer with a USB cable so we can transfer the firmware to it. But first, I'm going to factory reset mine, and I'll show you how I do that. To factory reset the GT-1000, go to Menu, then use your page over. Now you'll see Factory Reset. Press the encoder. We're going to go from System to Pedal Board. Then to continue, we want to hit the right button. Then hit the OK encoder to confirm. When it finishes, it should be back to factory defaults. All right, now you're going to need a USB cable to connect to your computer, to your GT-1000, and we're going to put it into a state where the computer is going to see it as like a drive, and then you're just going to drop the firmware into that drive, and then it'll do the update once you disconnect. And I'll show you how to do that. First, USB cable into the GT-1000. The next, you plug it into our computer. Okay, so what you do is you hold down the right button and turn the unit on. USB connected, copy all the files into the GT-1000, then disconnect the USB cable. Okay, now that the GT-1000 is connected using a USB cable and it is set up in firmware update mode, you can see it's now in my drive list. It's right here. So now we're going to go to where we downloaded the firmware. And what you want to do is just copy this. Just copy it to the root of the GT-1000. Paste. Okay, once that is completed, what we need to do is go over to the GT-1000 and disconnect the USB cable. Now just click the right button to start the update. The update's complete. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Okay, just a quick overview of all the new features added in 3.2. So Boss added mastering effects with 11 different types. We'll get into that. New master delay types. They've added a few new ones. They've added some more to the IR section. They've added another microphone and some blend controls. They've also added support for their new wireless expression pedal that I don't have. I can't show you, but maybe in a future video, I will try to acquire one. Okay, so mastering effects. Now, Boss suggests that you place the mastering effects after your speaker simulator, because that's where it's going to enhance your overall tone. So what we do now is we place an effects node after our speaker simulator. We go up here and select mastering effect. Now I'm using the default patch after resetting my GT-1000 to factory defaults. That patch is the first one that comes up, and it's the premium drive. I like it. We're going to build a patch using all the new features, and that's my baseline. So here we add an effects node after my speaker simulator, and then I've selected the effects, the mastering effects, and now it has 11 different types that you can select and add to your tone. So that's with it off. This is with it on. Now, the parameters are pretty self-explanatory. There's only 3, but the dynamics, tone, and natural give you an opportunity to either give you more dynamics, more different tone shaping. Natural is basically how natural and transparent the effects sound. So if you go this way, it's going to sound less transparent. This way, it's going to sound more natural. Very subtle. Keeping it in the middle here. More dynamics. Actually, I believe this is more dynamics. It's crushing your tone. Here we're going more. More. Tighter here. And less. So I think this one sounds good right in the middle. You can explore the different types if you want after you install this. They have everything from a solo, sound, metal, acoustic, low boost, brighten. But I'm going to leave it on the natural comp. That sounds nice. I like it. Let's move on to the delays. The delays are new types in the master delay section node, or however you want to say it, the master delay node. So the ones they've added are as follows. Warm, and that's from the DD8 pedal. I guess that's a parameter on that. And the glitch. Those are both from the DD8. Moving down, you have the SD-3000. It's like a rack mount type of an effect. And DD20, the standard, and the DD analog. I guess those are parameters on those pedals. I don't have one to look at, but I'm assuming that's what that is. We're going to add the SD-3000 to our patch. Let me turn down the feedback a little bit here, maybe a little bit more. So this is what that sounds like. And that's that. Moving on, we are going to our speaker simulation and our IRs. They've given you a bunch of different cabinet types. You now have, I don't think this came out in this version, but you can have up to 16 different cabinets, IRs. You can add your own. I like this 412, number 2. They also added a ribbon mic, the ribbon 121. And they also added blend A, blend B, and blend C. And what these do, they blend the ribbon microphone with a dynamic microphone. So I believe blend A is the 57 and the 121. Then B, I believe, is the 421 in the ribbon. All right. That's that one. And the 451, I don't know if that's a I don't know if that's a condenser mic or not. I like blend B. So that's kind of our patch now. It's using amp high gain, 2 high gain amps. So this is just, as it said, a cleaner version. And you can switch it over. All right. Well, that concludes my very long-winded video on the GT-1000 firmware update 3.2. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it informative. And I sure do appreciate the comments. I'm sure you guys will make them. And if you haven't subscribed, I sure would appreciate it. I'm trying to make a living doing this because I don't have a job. And I can't live on musician's salary any longer. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you didn't, well, thanks anyway. But anyway, catch you in the next video. Talk to you soon.